Okay, well, let's see what's going on the space station today. It's orbital platform 20, 8 minutes into the round. I may record a few sessions tonight. I'm still not sure. We'll see. Maybe we'll get to a few sessions in the very beginning of the round soon. Who knows? We'll just declare ready here. And of course, the only job available is assistant. Let's see who we have online. 49 people. There's been a decent number of people playing recently. I think I saw something like 80 people running around earlier today, which is just absolutely insane. Completely astronomical, and turns the station into a complete sewage dump. There's a janitor. You can see the shiny floors. I think we're going to try to grab his bucket here. Let's see, while we go, we'll pull that. There we go, got it. Yes, it's mine. He's tripping people right outside the shuttle, so we'll just give him a little chase, you know. He gets to have his fun, we get to have ours. I think that's just how the game goes. And we'll dump it off somewhere on the south side of the station here. There we go. We'll leave it right there. I don't know who the janitor is. I think it was Rehab Sunshine. But I don't feel too guilty. He is standing around mopping things, so he did have his floor sign set up. Maybe I'm just being a jerk. It's possible. There goes the head of personnel and the barkeeper, Andrew Wolf. Howdy, barkeep. We'll take a drink of whatever he's poured us here. Let's see, there's one sipper, two sipper. Pretty light drink. Kind of just like one shot. The chef is Jamal Jefferson. He's absolutely freaky looking. Just hungry. Let's see. Mix me the strongest drink you can, barkeep. Whatever you've got back there. I want my speech to be completely slurred so that no one can understand me. And some vanilla flavored ice cream. Thanks, chef. David Reinhardt walks in and he asks for the Russian roulette gun. We'll just take 2 bites of the ice cream, and damn it, I'm already ice cold. I was hoping to avoid, okay, yeah. We'll wait for a little bit to warm up. I don't want to freeze myself just yet into a slow-moving piece of molasses. So we'll just hang out in the bar for a little bit, I think. Try to get a feel of the station, what's going on this round. What do we have going on the station-wide chat? Unable to scan the ordering console. It's possible to scan cargo transporters. Oh, pretty boring round so far, it seems like. Everyone's doing their jobs, making sure the station runs smoothly. Chef is learning how to cook some stuff. Sweet dough and eggs. He is making cake batter right now, and a bomb in the courtroom. Cake batter, I believe, is sweet dough, which is regular dough plus sugar. And you make dough by putting flour in the sink. So you make the sweet dough, and then you put 2 eggs in the oven for 7 seconds high, I think. Might be like 7 seconds low. It's on the wiki. If you want to be a good chef and learn how to cook lots of various stuff, check the wiki. It's got the basic ingredients. I believe there's a few secret things that aren't listed on there. I'm not sure how many. You might be able to discover stuff just screwing around. Jack McNamblarg steps up next to us. And I'll give the chef just a little bit more time. I really would like something to eat before we start running through the hallways. Having a little bit of food and drink in your belly can go a long way to saving your life in desperate times. Hey, there we go. The barkeep finally mixes us up to something. Thanks, barkeep. We'll just sit here and down it. Even though I don't have any food to wash it down with. Or to wash, yeah, whatever. We're gonna finish drinking this, and there we go. Take the glass off of that one, just place it right there. It's not polite to break his cups. Pretty dang strong. It's preggy dang strong. Good. Now my speech is almost impaired enough. Here comes the chef. What's he bringing out here? Meat cake. We'll see if Jack wants it first. And he doesn't, so I'll grab it. Take a few bites. The detective is Bill Watterson. And there we go. I just ate half of it. That's all. If anybody else wants the rest, there you go. We'll be careful around the detective here. He looks a bit jumpy. He's probably looking for some assistant heads to break. And let's see, I did pick up a crowbar. Use a crowbar on the closed fire locks, the airlocks there, to pry them open. Use a crowbar on any door that doesn't have power, as long as the bolts aren't dropped, and you can pry it open if the power goes out on the station, which is fairly likely to happen, primarily because most engineers seems like have not been trained by CENTCOM in how to set up the singularity. I'll be making a video on that soon, quite frankly, because I'm tired of the station running out of power every round about 15 minutes in. I don't know how many of you will actually use that knowledge to help the station run in-game, but I do want to cover it. It gets difficult when there's no power in the station. What if I want to buy some Pro Puffs, damn it? How can I relax with a nice lungful of ammonia-laced Pro Puff if the vending machines don't have power? Solar panels don't work that well. Rockstone Jaws the quartermaster. And the detective is still buzzing around like an angry bee, looking for someone to place the blame on the bombing for. Let's go take a look at the bomb damage. See what's going on around the station too. Do a couple more laps. Looks like this hallway has been burned out, and look, these machines have no power. I'm guessing that the other side of the station is about ready to lose power soon too. There's Tristan Wallace. No idea what he's doing. And look, Noam Chomsky is still sitting in the trash can. I guess we'll take little Chomsky. Take him on a journey with us. We're gonna run around some of these back tunnels too. Turn on our PDA light and grab this flashlight here. Light sources will stack and can greatly enhance your visibility, especially if you're going to be running through dark tunnels or the station has no power. So we'll take those wire cutters and that screwdriver too. Seeing as how I'm an assistant, I don't have a job on the station. I'm not a trader, so I can't really go around and ruin people's day. We're just going to be going around fixing things pretty much. Might be a pretty slow, boring video. Bust open that chest and there's nothing in there. This says it's security shuttle access. As far as I know, there is no security station anymore. There's no security shuttle that goes anywhere. I could be completely mistaken. So I don't think that airlock does anything. The other airlock, I don't think we passed it. It's right here. It leads to the mining station. Magnus Prime is on that shuttle. And back here we've got the electrician Alfalfa. Hello. I'm too drunk to talk to him. I slur something unintelligible. Very. I can only speak in one-word sentences, apparently. Look, there's the other electrician running around back here. How quaint. Wonder what they're doing. That's the back door to botany, hydroponics. Let's see if we can see what they're doing. Looks like they're growing stuff. They've got steel wheat, regular wheat. Henry Hill's the botanist. supplying the chef with all of the wonderful food. And there's our chef, Jamal Jefferson. Hello there. I don't trust a man with an eye patch. Philip Mellons. Especially don't trust a man with that last name. I don't see anybody down there. There's genetics. Doesn't look like they have anyone in the DNA scanner or the cloner. Probably don't have any dead bodies. Except, what do you know? There's a dead body. David Reinhardt being choked out by Judge Fudge. Choked out and then slammed into the cryotube. Good doctor. Sometimes you gotta get violent with the bodies if they don't move correctly. A cargo transporter. We'll just put that in our backpack. I don't know if we'll ever have any use for it. But if it's just gonna be laying on the ground, you know what? I'm also gonna get my internals on. We'll put a breath mask on. Don't beat dudes to death, you fucks. Damn right. Murder is not the answer on Space Station 13, guys. If you're not a traitor, don't beat people to death. Only traitors and revolutionary members should be murdering people. You can act in self-defense, but I don't think you need to go as far as murdering someone unless they are, I don't know, if they're using something like an energy sword and you get the slip on them, say you make them slip on poo or a banana peel, by all means, then you should probably kill them. But if they're just chasing you around, not being entirely violent with you, you don't always have to kill them. Brain them with an oxygen tank, knock them out. Throw them in a garbage disposal, strip them naked and dump them in a maintenance tunnel. Teach them a lesson, but you don't have to kill them over it. Just make them regret ever messing with you. Hold them down and fart on their face. You know, there's lots of fun stuff you can do. Knock them out and get them drunk, feed them stuff. I'm just saying, be a little bit inventive. Don't just kill people every time. Oh, the lovely pool. Doesn't look like anybody's going to be swimming. We'll just turn the lights out in here to save power. Seeing as how I don't know if the singularity is going, I highly doubt it is. We are 18 minutes into the round. Maybe it's going. Go check the other vending machines soon, and then buy some Pro Puffs, and we'll start experimenting with Pro Puffs. Crad Marug, or Murmanoogaboog, is the mechanist chaplain. Sitting in there, conversing with the AI and his cyborg buddies the entire round. There's the captain's body armor. Brown shoes. I don't know if brown shoes are detective shoes or if they're detective shoes. Yeah, these machines... Wonder why these machines have no power. We'll go up through this maintenance tunnel here, and maybe, who knows, maybe this whole backside's been bombed out. Completely destroyed. This window's open, that's interesting. What do we have in here? There was somebody in here at once. There's an oxygen tank. This is the clown's room, by the way. Pray you never find yourself starting in there. And there's no power down here either. Pry this door open with our crowbar. Ooh, and look. A fire lock beneath it. It was double sealed. Pry that one open too. There goes the janitor. He's apparently not mopping anymore. I think he could be mopping up all of this stuff here, all of this dirty, smoked out floor. David Reinhardt's ID. Anything in his backpack? No. There's botany. Security. Do not murder dudes. Security. Holy shit. That's right. Listen to them. Murder is not the answer. Seriously, guys, read the rules. I do want to say, if any of you guys who watch my videos are thinking about playing the game, whatever server you go on, look under commands. There should be a rules button. Click it. Make sure you read through these rules and have them memorized by heart. I'm pretty sure every server has their own rules list. If you don't follow the rules, you suffer the consequences. Drink a little bit more here. My thirst is quenched, barkeep. You are extremely awesome. Chef, quit playing around with fish and get us food. I'm also testing out new sound settings, so hopefully that my keyboard's not extremely loud whenever I type. I'm sure it probably sounds like gunshots. The locker's been unlocked. Got plenty of meat in there, plenty of food. It's just not actually cooking us anything. Damn it, chef. Half tempted to throw Chomsky at him. Noam Chomsky. Bounce it off his head. A whole lot of explosions are going off. We throw the dice at him, it sails through the air and lands on the tabletop, showing a 4. You know what, we'll just drink the space cola and run. I'm gonna do another lap around the station. We're bound to be killed at some point by somebody if we run around, and if we do enough laps. Every lap you do, there's a decent chance of getting yourself killed. The chance goes up with the more laps that you do. Look, there's an EMAG, cryptographic sequencer. I'm not gonna grab that. Who had that? David Dawkins. Would love to have that, but I know as soon as I do, people are gonna start yelling at me and probably tase me and brig me, and I've got no need for it. Honestly, anything I could do with that would just get me in trouble at this point. Duke Pheasant. Change it into a black ninja costume to go wreak havoc across the station. Where the hell is everyone? It's awfully quiet for having 51 people running around. There's no bodies in the hall. Okay, something just exploded. You can hear it bubbling. There's Rehab Submarine running from probably a wave of bubbles. My guess is on cleaning grenade. Yep. There's the janitor again. May have to try to teach him a lesson and grab his bucket. Jack McNamblarg. Slipped in there. Aw, damn it. I thought I had that set to walk. Don't steal my Chomsky, I just want to steal your mopping bucket. And run through the station with it. And put it in the gibber, the grinder. Yeah, he runs off with it. You know what? I'm half tempted to break into the janitor's closet and ransack all of his stuff. Takes a while to stand up when you slip and bust your ass. Let's see. Looks like those two are having a makeout session. This is the research station shuttle. If I had access, I would take you guys there. You have to have special access to open those airlocks, but anyone can use the computer to send the shuttle back and forth. So if those airlocks are pried open or busted open, we're gonna grab his bucket and run with it. I think he might be up on the other side of this door. Yep, there he is. We grab his bucket and run. He runs the other way. Watch out, I've got a bucket, and I don't want to lose it. There goes the detective. Don't mind me, detective. This is, doing this for the public. There we go. Janitor will have a little bit harder time tripping people up now. Maybe he'll find it if he goes and takes a shower. Of course, you can always order another one from the quartermaster. The ice cream machine has been upgraded to dispense pork-flavored ice cream. Please eat this instead of murdering each other. You know what? I think we will go eat some pork-flavored ice cream. Why not? Coming through these hallways aren't wide enough for everyone to make it through. Sometimes you just bump into each other. It's kind of a bitch dragging bodies, by the way, and carrying stuff through these hallways. Pork flavor? I gotta try this. Ewan Owens is probably down there choking out this guy right there. Seeing as how no one else is stopping him and I'm late to the scene, I'm not gonna get involved. I don't know what type of justice is being dispensed here. Andrew Wolf, the barkeeper. How convenient that you found an EMAG. So, he EMAGs the thing open. Iron fillings? What? Iron fillings. Oh, that's from the steel wheat. I've never seen that before. We'll put a cone in here. Let's see. Porktonium. Well, I guess we're gonna eat it. Bottoms up with the ice cream. Let's see, we'll stand back here and eat it. I've had porktonium before, but never as an ice cream. Always, there's a Pro Puff brand flavor. So delicious. It's just absolutely tantalizing what it does to your taste buds. You know what else we're gonna grab and wear? Since the chef is gone, we're gonna grab his costume there. There's the, well, Tristan Wallace. I want to examine him. There's no telling what he is. No, you. So let's see, should we cook something? Produce satchel. I don't think the chef actually left us anything. We'll put one wheat stalk right here. Actually, wait, he did leave us flour here. Show you how to make some dough. Actually, real quick, I want to see what iron fillings are. Can I use these with anything? Iron fillings plus the sink. We clean them. No. I'm dumbfounded. I have no idea what to do with the iron fillings. Actually, maybe I do. We'll take the flour here. And he eats the iron fillings like a boss. We'll make dough out of that. And, you know what? I'm going to get rid of Chomsky. He's followed us along for quite long enough on our journey here. And what do you know? A hat for us. Throw that piece of paper. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking. So this is just regular dough. You take flour, use it on the sink, make dough. I think I've explained that before. And you fat ass, you better not eat all of the iron fillings. I've got to use those. We add the iron fillings to the dough. So let's see, dough in the oven, I think for 6 seconds. 6 seconds low is bread. Oh, I got egg on my face. What a waste of food. So a loaf of bread here. That has iron fillings in it. With, the bread, you can just take a knife out of the cutlery box here. Turn it into slices of bread. He's lucky he dodged out of the way of my knife. We're gonna eat the bread. I want to see if the iron fillings do anything. Well, watch my health. It actually healed me up. I guess that's kind of nice. Maybe the iron fillings don't actually do anything. Just throw toast around. Bounce one off the barkeep there. Bounces off the back of his head. And, I guess that's all we've got for this little cooking adventure. There's no more food in here. There's not even any ice cream cones. And I like how somebody removed the wall. A botanist, Woody Hinkle, drilled a hole into the kitchen. What do we got here? Salon Helios. Probably falling asleep back here in the tunnels. Who knows, maybe I'll give myself soon. 27 minutes into the round. Whoever the traitors are, and whatever they are, they've went quiet. Theta 65 is rogue. Please locate it. We'll just do another lap or two around the station. Oh, look at this. Somebody broke into the bridge here. Holy crap. Angry captain on a Segway. Actually, that's probably not the captain. What do we got? All of the computers are down because they don't have power. I'm guessing most of the station will be following soon. And in this backpack, a box of spare IDs. Please tell me that there's... No. Sometimes some HOPs will put backup cards inside the identification box in case they get knocked out, somebody steals their ID. Most people aren't going to pick up the ID box there and start looking through it. Good lord, you damn bastard. You almost ran us over. Optical mason scanners. Grab those in and out. Come on, pick them up. I don't know how long this door will stay open. I don't want to get caught in there. I could weld my way out, actually, so... Is there anything else in there I want? Can't use a revolver. Got brown shoes, no. All roboticists are fired. Go on, get out. Galactic Confederation update. They're closing down that part. That part of, the station, apparently. You're all fired. There is an EEPROM cart. That's the computer room. Computer parts, tech storage. Put that flash in our backpack. No telling when it'll ever come in useful. Oh, the detective is killing CENTCOM Steve. I'm half tempted to go through the teleporter here. It's the AI satellite teleporter. It's locked in. I'm half tempted to go to the AI satellite and get the spacesuit from there and just start flying around. But there's a high probability that I'll get there and it'll already be gone. And then I'll be forced to kill myself. Because I'll have no way off of that place. There's Chef Jamal Jefferson laying in a pile of his own excrement. I'm gonna slap him with a fish a couple times. Pretty sure he's dying. We'll try to help him. Maybe. No, don't slap him with the bass. Give him CPR. I mean, I gotta take my internals off to help this guy. Okay. Drop the bass. What do you know? Somebody just used a hand teleporter over there. What? He's got a mask on too? Chef's hat. Okay. So chef's hat means you can't give him CPR either. There's all types of various hats, I guess. Headgear that will make you not be able to help them. I don't know how long I'm going to sit here and click on this guy either. Perform it every 7 seconds. Here's a med kit. Do I have an analyzer? Please tell me that there is. Yes, there is. What's his health at? Minus 63%. Wow. This is going to be a long, hard road to get him revived with CPR. Especially with cunts pushing me around. Move it, blue guy. Clicked on him for a little bit here. Apparently we've got janitors here, maintenance, looking for the plumbing. I want to redo some piping here. You can't make pipes, but you can cut them off of the track that they're on. He's at negative 47. We might be able to bring him back. I'll click for a while. Severe oxygen deprivation. You know what he also needs from this? And that's all antitoxins. I need a CO2 kit. Let's see. We'll pull him behind us. Maybe we can get him to med bay and help him there. If they don't just ignore him completely. Looks like the captain's trailing me too. So here we are. Anybody want to help him? Because I really don't know how to use these things. No, we'll shoot some inaprovaline in him. I'm pretty sure that's what you're supposed to do as a doctor. Switch it to inject. There we go. There's a changeling in medbay, someone says. Well, I don't have time to worry about a damn changeling. I've got CPR to give here. David Dawkins. I don't know. If there's a changeling on board, he'll make a mistake. Probably, and we'll find him. At some point, hopefully. Hey, look, Jamal Jefferson's waking up. I think we did save a life. That anaprovaline must have helped him. Is he handcuffed too? Yes, he is. We'll take those handcuffs off of him. Poor Chef. Welcome back, Chef. Even if you didn't want it. He'll probably just stand there. Possible he's brain dead. David Dawkins blinds that guy. If he starts taking off his clothes, we're gonna go flash him ourselves over there. I'm not entirely sure what he's doing. He laid there for quite some time. He could just be trying to escape from here. Again, I don't know if I should help a guy named Jack Me Hoff. To be quite honest with you. And it's not like David has taken out his aggression on everyone here. I don't know, maybe that guy deserved it. Yeah, they're taking care of it back there. Dalton Robb is. And, Jamal Jefferson's getting killed by Tyrone Johnson. Okay. He says it's Rev, but he's got no proof. And there's a monkey talking English. You know what, we'll just help some of these guys. There we go. Jamal, you got cut up. Wait a second, who the hell's attacking me now? Oh, it's the captain there. I'm gonna have to flash him and strip him, I think. Tyrone Johnson is David Dawkins. So you know what? Just pull him out from behind there. There we go. What the hell are you doing attacking people with a circular saw? He's a scientist. I think we're going to take off his backpack. I want to see what he's got, and empty his pockets. I wouldn't have done that if he hadn't tried to have attacked me with a circular saw. So here we go. We'll pick up the circular saw again. Well, we'll pick it up for the first time. And we're just going to throw it back here into the robotics area. Get it out of people's hands that don't need it. Oh, goodness. This is one of the great things about being an assistant. You can be a chameleon and just do whatever job that you find yourself doing at that point in time, I guess. I think we're almost done here, though. Let me get a bruise pack. I'm going to patch up those circular saw wounds on me. Thankfully, he didn't hit a vital artery or anything. Patch up my chest. There we go. he would have hit me in the head, I don't think he did. Yeah, just used the bruise pack once on my chest and that healed me. I was gonna say, if he would have hit me in the head, I probably would have been knocked unconscious. So let's see. I'm gonna take my PDA, put that in my backpack, and instead of having 2 layers of light, level 2, I'm just gonna put the flash right there for easy grabbage. My other option is putting it in my backpack, and that sends a message to everyone on the screen whenever I put it in my backpack. And since there's accusations of revolution going around, I don't want to be seen with a flash, because trigger-happy security and other people will beat my head in for it. There's Alfalfa the electrician, old grandpa, Father Time, still running his rounds back here. That's electronics right here. This whole room, that's where the electronics, the electricians work, I guess. The electricians can scan items around the station and build them. I don't know if I showed that on Overy Station or not, but they can do quite a few really cool things. Heaven forbid you have a competent revolutionary head member too who's an electrician, because at the start of the round he can immediately spawn his trader items, E-mags, cloaking devices, energy swords, scan them into the equipment in there, and have a massive factory line pumping out trader gear for all of the revolution members. I've only seen that happen like once or twice. But yeah, imagine, like 5 or 6 assistants running around with cloaking devices and energy swords, and everyone's got E-mags, all the doors are popped open. It can end the round extremely quickly. Looks like the brig is broken into here. Windows busted open. All these doors are pried open. I don't know if they've been E-magged or if it's just because the power on the station is out. The bridge, surprisingly enough, is not sealed off. There's a security terminal. I can't log into it though. My ID card does not have access. Time and device, spare PDAs, an emergency medical kit. There's the HOP, charging a gun that he's probably going to shoot me with. So I'm just going to get the hell out of here before his gun is done charging. Or whatever it is. It could be a stun baton for all I know. Anybody hanging out in here? In the detective's office? No. Do a little lap around this outside here. This is, the comms dish, by the way. If you ever are trying to call the escape shuttle, and it says that you have no comm dishes, or I don't know what the message is, it'll tell you that it's failed. It has no way to communicate, basically. You want to make sure that it has power. If you don't see this red line running to it, that means that the comm dish has been cut. Syndicate operatives who don't want the escape shuttle called, one of the first things they'll do is cut this wire. It's a waste of a bomb to bomb it. Because honestly, if you cut it, it's very low probability that any of the crew is ever going to be competent enough to fix it. You'll have those occasional lone wolves who play superhero and fly around fixing everything, but it's fairly rare, in my opinion. What do we got here? So, this pipe looks... Somebody cut something here. That pipe just dead ends now. It's possible to completely reroute all of the disposal pipes. Which means there's a lot of different things you can do. You can make it so that if you flush something down one garbage disposal, it'll shoot out of another instead of going all the way down to the giving machine. Down to the grinder. You can, I'm pretty sure you can set it up to be in an infinite loop as well. If you know the right pipes to cut and rotate. That way anybody or anything that gets flushed into the disposal system just continues to go on a racetrack circuit. And never is ejected out until somebody else comes along and cuts the pipe and reroutes it. There we go. Just open that up, and what do we got? A whole bunch of fabric. I don't think I've ever seen fabric. That's kind of weird. Maybe it's carpet or something. Carpet regent. There's Jack Namblarg, the janitor, standing over top Dalton Robb. And curses. The Bojack Daniels bottle is completely empty. We throw it and it bounces off the wall. Well, the janitor is gibbing people. Henry Hill. He's not responding. His eyes are closed. Let's see, Dalton Robb. He's not responding. His eyes are closed. I honestly have a really strong suspicion that he is a psychopathic murderer. He's eating their meat raw. The White Knight in me says to charge in there, flash him, and then throw him in the gibber. But the cynic in me says maybe these guys deserve it. Maybe I should just let them be gibbed and ate. Dalton doesn't seem to really want to get out of there, does he? There he goes. Cigarette packs. Right there. It's unfortunately not Pro Puff brand, so I'm not going to bother smoking it. Who wants to smoke regular cigarettes when you can have flavored cigarettes? So damn bland. And yay, our AI has been hit by ion activity. That means he's probably rogue right now. And if he has any energy and power at all in the station to work with, he's probably going to start electrifying doors and fucking people over. That seems to be the cool thing to do as the AI. If your laws get fucked up, just kill everyone. Oh well. I guess the janitor might not be that bad of a person. He didn't kill Dalton here. He only killed that other guy. Just one death, you know. That's not too bad. Especially since I don't know the situation. It's possible that guy tried to kill both of them, and he saved them. What do we got here in botany? A whole bunch of dead and dying plants that need watered. Wheat seeds on the ground. Synth meat seeds. The hiccups are here. And yuck. Woody Hinkle's body. Another body. He's injured, not responding to anything around him. You know what? We're gonna disassemble this table here. We're gonna grab his body. And at least pull it away. We're gonna take it to a med bay. Try to fix it. Yeah, Jack runs off. Probably thought we were coming for him, but we're not. I don't really feel like robusting him. Hey look, I don't have to do CPR on Woody. He probably just got bashed on the head by an oxygen tank or something. Janitor made him slip on poo. There he goes. Welcome back. For what it's worth, if you're even glad to be back. We're not gonna stick around to find out. What do we got going on in engineering here? This, by the way, is engineering. If you follow this road, this little hallway all the way up, you'll reach the singularity. It has to be set up at the beginning of every single round. And at the beginning of most rounds, it's not going to be set up. At least until the engineers get used to doing it again. Nano tracing had it done automatically, I think, for so long. I think I mentioned that already, but people forgot what they were doing. There's Alfalfa again. Look at all these doors. Pried open. There's AI cameras everywhere, and oh, what do you know? EVA is busted open. we'll step in there. I can get rid of this cargo teleporter. I don't think I'm ever going to use it. And we'll just put the spacesuit in our backpack. We might have a use for it before the end of the round. It's in 5 minutes. I'll get rid of that. I want to see what's on this PDA here. The screen is flashing, which means it has a message. Detected PDAs. Let's see. Main message. Messenger. What about my messages here? I'm gonna kill you. From Mauricio Laffer. I'm gonna kill you, stupid asshole. I'm gonna kill you, stupid faggot. Blah, blah, blah. Somebody raging fairly hard. Mauricio Laffer. It's me, Tristan. Someone else has my ID, though. I was just joking. Blah, blah, blah. Keep your PDA. You're gonna need it to go on our crime-solving adventure. Switching to probably the detective's PDA there. More like detonate my rectum PDA. From Bill Williamson. So he does have the detective's PDA. Bill Williamson was the detective. Report in every few minutes. Make sure each other is alive. Poop in my mouth. Those guys are gross. You there? Thinking of offing myself. Fuck it, I'm taking everyone I know out with me. We're just going to send a message back to his friend telling him that he's an idiot, and we'll kill him when we see him. We're turning tables on him and his friend. Actually, spacesuit, please go in my backpack. There we go. I don't want to be seen running around with a valuable spacesuit in my hand. Security will probably be wondering how I got it. And no doubt other people who don't want to die in the cold vacuum of space will be wanting to get it from my clutches as well. Yeah, we'll just dispose of that PDA, by the way. No telling how old those messages are. They could be from 10 minutes ago. So yeah, this is kind of a normal round on Space Station 13. They're not all, you know, insanely crazy acid trips like probably the majority of the videos I've uploaded. Sometimes they're rounds like this, where the traitor is just fairly benign. Maybe got caught and killed early on in the round. A traitor like me. I'm not a very good traitor, by the way. I don't think I put on a very good show for the crew. Some people do, though. And we appreciate them for it every time. Hey, look, there's Jack Namblarg. Laying in a pile of excrement. Probably his own. And their security guard, Michael Hartborn, is Omar Epps. What's he got on? Red jumpsuit, armor, and he's got a roboticist's card on for some reason. Possible he's not even security at all either. Maybe just an assistant or something. And he found all that gear in his free time. Let's see, we've got 2 minutes until the shuttle arrives. I'm going to do one more lap around the station. You can see people starting to gather around the arrival arm here, waiting for the shuttle to arrive, obviously. That way they can escape the hell out of here. If you're the traitor, I don't advise waiting around the escape arm at the end of the round. Primarily because that's where a lot of crazy stuff goes on, and you got a fairly good chance of being killed or knocked out and left behind. But you don't want to be too far away either, do you? If we have enough iron fillings, if we have enough power, we're going to create some food here. 1 burger at least. Put some wheat into the processor. It's a shame that all of the human meat has been already devoured. What do you know? Inside this backpack on the ground, there is another spacesuit. Should probably take that to arrival. Throw it on the ground, watch people fight over it. Okay. Come on, flower. I'm just getting a little bit laggy. Who knows, maybe there's some fireworks getting ready to happen. Lag normally means good things are on the way. So put some dough in there. Go grab a chunk of monkey meat. Rip it fresh off the bone there. Put that in the oven. And the oven can't hold any more items. What the hell is already in there? Synth meat and 4 doughs. Wow. Okay, so there was already meat in there. I don't have cheese, so I can't make a coordinator, unfortunately. I don't have anything else around here, do I? No. Just wheat, steel wheat, and monkey meat. So dough then, and synth meat. There we go. Load that in for... And you know what? This is insanely dumb. We have 18 seconds until the shuttle arrives. We're going to get left behind, by the way. I know that someone has an EMAG out there. We saw the EMAG. I saw it floating around in Medbay. Fairly certain someone picked it up. It was that Melons character. Come on. So the shuttle should be arriving now. Yep, there it is. And fuck it, I just burned my burger somehow. Oh well. We're gonna take the back roads all the way there. We probably only have like 15 seconds. 2 authorizations needed. There's the Chef Jamal. There's Alfalfa. Still standing around, working diligently until the last second. I'm not so positive that I've got that much time to spare. So there we go, 1 authorization. And we made it. Y'all better buckle up before you get your face slammed into the back of the shuttle. I will take that advice. We buckle in. There we go. And the shuttle launch time was shortened to 10 seconds, so we just barely made it. Rather unfortunate that I didn't get to bring a burger on the road with us. So let's see, who were the heroes this time? The crew had a score of 365, not bad. The AI's laws were pretty much all normal except for the 4th one. All lights must be kept off. I don't think that's why it was so dark, though. I think it's because the singularity wasn't activated. Now I'm getting blasted, but oh well. See, David Dawkins. You were a traitor. He's the one that the EMAG came out of. I shouldn't have let him get up in medbay and walk away. But he didn't stay alive, he died. Charles Widmore, we didn't see him, and Sean Thompson, didn't see him either. You traitors all failed. The crew were the heroes this time. True space station champions.